Hey guys, King of Charmander, your tail, your judge, your jury, and your analyst, and today I bring to you a 5-0 with Santa Hat Raichu, because in the Christmas spirit, you know, all you gotta do is have a freaking Cantonian Raichu with a hat. You know that's all we've been waiting for, because we don't give a crap about Niantic's Dead Diaries. You know what we want as a Pokemon Go community? We want more hats! Well, to be fair, Santa Hat Pikachu's been out for a while, so, you know, I can't give it that much grief compared to all the other versions that are currently out in the freaking game that we absolutely don't give a crap about. But you know what? Santa Hat Pikachu, like I mentioned, has been out for a minute, and I evolved mine to a Raichu. I had, like, a rank 96 one. Too bad those two numbers aren't shredded backwards. You know, rank 96 should be, like, a rank 69. That would make it absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, my Santa Hat Raichu isn't that cool. And I'm glad it's not on his ball right now, or we don't have that virtual metaverse AR technology. Because if my Raichu heard me talking all this smack, he'd look at me and be like, bro, I got you a 5-0. Really, dude? Yes. So, this team I put together really randomly, nothing too fancy, but with Cantonian Raichu with the Santa Hat in the lead, and it went 5-0, and I was like, what the hell? Really? Really? I didn't tank my rating because of Spice? Okay, cool! So, this brings to you a 5-0 with Santa Hat Raichu in the spirit of Christmas. Speaking of that, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I hope you're doing well. The reason why King of Charmander is recording this right now is because my family actually isn't even awake yet, so I'm waiting for them all to get awake, and my family to get finished with all their things, so that I can go, and then I can go out, and then just hang out with my fam. So, just putting that out there. But, King of Charmander does have a video in here. I want to put this really cool 5-0 out, and this shoutcast. Wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for all the support and the 3K subs. I hit my goal before the end of the year, which I never was expecting, and exceeded it. So I appreciate every single one of you. Now, for my mental health tip of the day, it is to be very grateful. Tony Robbins, one of the greatest influencers in the entire world. He's a personal coach. He's done personal coaching for like millionaires, etc. And well, he's essentially like a life coach, but like he's really freaking cool. He's worked with like so many people, inspired millions around the world, and he's one of the greatest like public speaker, like one of the greatest speakers of all time, literally. He's an incredible human being, and he has all the I definitely recommend you check out his content if you're looking for like life advice or just like how to approach like life in general. Like, he's a great person, and this dude literally made an organization that donates food to like millions of people, like a nonprofit. And they like, it's incredible like what he does. He gives back. He's an amazing human being, and his tip is to be grateful. Be grateful. For those of you that are able to watch my content right now, you're watching either through a phone or a computer. Be grateful that you have that, and I am grateful for you. King of Charmander is insanely grateful for a community he has built on the back of his own. Yeah, I've done a lot. Holy crap, it's been a while. It's been a while since coming here from the beginning of Twitch, and then like, you know, like, yeah, it's been a while. But I do appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, and mental health tip of the day, be grateful. Not essential. Well, it's a mental health tip, but at the same time, it's like mindfulness. So that's how it kind of draws into mental health. Mindfulness is staying in the present and being in the present right now. In the present, you have a lot more than you probably think you do. So in that term, please be grateful. And I hope you enjoy this 5-0 shoutcast featuring Santa Hat Cantonian Raichu as it blasts its way and charges through the Holiday Cup meta. Because, you know, hat Pokemon are freaking all we've ever wanted. Enough of my rant. I hope you enjoy the battles. Alright, here are the battles. Santa Hat, Cantonian Raichu, I mean, goes ham and freaking this 5-0, and it's freaking nuts at just how it was done. Actually, it was pretty hellacious, and you'll see why. As you see, for our first match, we got the Big Burb into the Santa Hat Raichu. So this is not really that bad of a matchup. Usually what I'll do here, or at least because of the fact that I had no idea what the hell I was doing. No, seriously, I was like, I entered into this like thing just like, I went just for it. Okay, Alola Raichu, Sableye, Frostless, let's go. And as you see here, we get they switch into a Ferrothorn, and I switch into Sableye. Save all that cute energy up. The thing about Raichu is because Cantonian Raichu is a boss and it wins CMP a lot, it's going to be really good. But this is really bad for us because you want to know why? Because this freaking Ferrothorn got the debuff on the first Mirror Shot. I mean, I know it's 30% chance, but you know, that's like the 30%. That's like the chance of me seeing Queen of Charmanders in my lifetime. Did I just roast myself? Merry Christmas to me, right? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. You know what? It's all good. It's all good. As you see here, we're just... This freaking Ferrothorn is just taking shots at my status of being single. And it's just literally just blasting away at me. Okay, so the fact... Because this Ferrothorn is just... My opponent's just throwing straight mirror shots. I'm like, okay, you know what? This guy's just gonna straight mirror shot me to death. Or try to, at least. But it's kind of good that we got that debuff at the beginning, just because, as you see here, we're going to get a few Shadow Claws. I mean, a few Shadow Claws, but then energy for foul play, basically. Because our freaking Sableye is able to live. And then I remember at this moment, I'm like, oh, wait, no, there's Altaria. So I don't think we'll be able to get to another freaking foul play. And we do, which I'm like, oh, let's go. Too bad it's -1. So that debuff actually... it wasn't that bad, because we're gonna be able to get chip here, and we win, and we just keep alignment. So this is great. This is great for us. Now the Burb has to deal with a fully loaded freaking Raichu, and I'm gonna send in Frostless for farm. My opponent, I have no idea what my opponent has in the back, so I'm just gonna shield once, just in case they have like some kind of Alola Marowak or something like that, because if that's the case, then I'm in trouble anyways. So we're just going to farm down this Altaria fully loaded. Even though it goes for another Sky Attack, I'll let this one go, because I have a little bit of energy, since I'll be able to fire off an Avalanche. At least I'll be able to get the last shield, or I'll be able to... I basically win the back row matchup, and it is a Venusaur. So actually, this isn't that bad for us. Except the fact that King of Charmers has no idea what the kill range is for Wild Charge on a freaking Venusaur. Because at this point, this is our win condition. The win condition for this matchup is I have to break 2 freaking shields. Because I have shield disadvantage right now. So, because of that, I'm going to have to pray that Cantonian Raichu is able to OKO this Venusaur. The good thing is Venusaur won't be able to get to 2 Frenzy Plants, because it's going to expend its energy here. I'm going to fire off this Avalanche, and then I should be able to grab that second shield. And then we're going to fire off a Volt Switch, double up, and then we're going to fire. We're going to charge. Wild straight charge, you know, like you're gonna put the red cloth up, and then you're gonna be like the bull and be like, okay, let's go. I get 1 Volt Switch in, and then I fire wild charge right away, and then poof, this should KO at this range. I was like, when I did this move, I was like, this kills, right? This kills, right? It does! And I'm like, let's freaking go! Hadouken Kamehameha Turtle Wave goes out, and it kills off the Venusaur, even though it's resisted. Well, to be fair, Venusaur isn't that bulky anyways. And then this should KO this Altaria because it's so low. And that's GG's. Exceptionally sweaty battle for no reason. No, that was an exceptionally sweaty battle for no reason. But that debuff in the beginning worked in the favor for Mirror Shot. Now, this is a terrible matchup for us. Lickitung versus Raichu. Now, the reason why I'm carrying Brick Break, you'll see that later. But the thing about this is that this isn't comfortable with us at all. Lickitung XL, as you see out here, is obscenely thick, and not only that, they're flexing a shiny one on me, so I'm extra pissed at this dude. I'm like, really, bruh? Like, dude, I get it. It's gold, it's mighty, its tongue is probably, like, legendary, because, you know... Okay, let's keep it PG-13. Anyways, as you see here, well... Technically, no. You know, that type of education usually happens in 7th or 8th grade, at least in the American school system, so I'm not sure. Anyways, we're just going to fire off 1 Wild Charge, and then I'm going to let Raichu go. Reason being is because my game plan is, yes, King of Charmanders is going to attempt to farm down an entire freaking Lickitung. I'm assuming that they're going, like, so this is what I'll do. I'm going to shield, if they get to another Body Slam, I'm going to be like, alright, okay, you know what? Probably going to shield this one. I don't think I shield at all. Yeah, I don't shield at all because I'm like, you know, this is definitely a Body Slam. There's no way you got a Power Whip. And then we can eat a Body Slam very, very comfortably, as you see here. And now we have a bazillion energy on our Frostless, and we still have even shield scenarios. Except that's a freaking... That's KFC. That's American Burb. That is a spicy chicken sandwich. Well, I'm gonna bury it under a bunch of rocks or freaking boulders or whatever the hell Avalanche throws at you, just to get that off. And this is actually very scary because, well, actually, no, it's not that scary because I still have a whole loaded Sableye. My win I kind of sense my win condition here. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to fast move down this stupid bird. And sure enough, we will. We have shield advantage. I should be able to block everything that comes my way. And we should be able to finesse this Talonflame to either Powder Snow or Shadow Claw down. That's like the idea I had at this moment. I was like, all right, they flame charge. I'm just slowly gathering energy. I'm going to freaking farm you down fully if you do not switch out. And as you see here, they're just going to fire. They're going to fire their second flame charge. And then we should just be able to, like, fast move, or like, I got a lot of advantages here, except that is a freaking Frostless. This is terrible. So because I have a Frostless here, I'm like, oh, that's not that great. Frostless is not great. Well, actually, it's okay because, you know, I got Sableye on it. However, I have no shields, and this is going to be a little dicey because I'm like, oh, this is not that great. Foul play goes through. However, I just realized at this moment that they ran out of shields. I'm like, oh. And then we just Shadow Claw down for the victory, like I told you for the previous WinCon. And I was like, oh, well, that's great. We survived because freaking Talonflame is a menace and a menace for this team just because, well, not really in the lead, but like, you know. And I finally win a lead. I was like, let's freaking go. Now you are going to see a very, very idiotic play by King of Charmanders. This is how overpowered I am. I'm going to throw matches, or I'm going to sacrifice entire mons to the freaking Poké gods and make really dumb plays. Because I was like, at this moment, I was thinking like, what does Piloswine have again? And then right after I didn't shield, I was like, wait a minute. This thing has stone. And then as soon as I say it, the edge, it just like comes from the earth and freaking tears my Frostless apart. And I'm like, I facepalm super hard. And I'm just like, oh my god. As you see here, I'm gonna fire Brick Break. So Brick Break has these like, Brick Break is basically for like Ferrothorn or just like these like really minuscule types, because there's no reason to have Thunder Punch. At least like that was my idea when I built my Raichu. I was like, you know, Brick Break might come out in handy just because of the energy and like breaking shields and stuff. So as you see here, we get a Frostless, and the fact that I revealed Brick Break is kind of bad because now Frostless knows. It's like, oh, you have Brick Break and some other move. We do get this extra Volt Switch through here, which is going to be vital for this matchup. So I'm like, I'm vibing super hard. We're like doing the cha-cha. And I'm like, let's go. I will double wall charge here, except they catch it on their Lapras. And I am not sure. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell are you doing, bro? And I'm like, wait, you're not going to shield this, are you? And they do not. That sucks. Because guess what? Since I know you have Frostless in the back, all I'm going to do is farm the unholy hell out of this Loch Ness monster. And then I'm going to throw all that energy at Ice Queen in the back. And that's going to be GG's for you. At least, I hope. As you see here, the Surf goes off, and then we should be able to Shadow Claw down. In the back row, we have that Frostless, and we have a bazillion, well, not a bazillion energy, but we have enough energy to break this shield. We still have shield advantage, and we still have a wild charge on Raichu. So basically, what King of Charm is going to do, we are going to just fry both shields with foul play, and then we're going to send in our Santa Hat Raichu and say, Merry Christmas, you filthy Frostless. I feel bad. I like Frostless, so, like, I like it, but you know what? We gotta flex. We're going to go for the second foul play. He's going to break the foul shield. And we're going to send in our Raichu and make this epic play. But our switch timer isn't up yet, so I can't really say epic play. And then I think it fires at this interval. And then Avalanche goes down. Oh, no. This is where I disrespect you. So I'm going to let this through. And then King of Charmanders. This is totally a wild charge. Watch. This is totally a wild charge. Totally a wild charge. Epic wild charge. Most powerful wild charge. This is why Brick Break... I just did this as like kind of like a disrespect move. I mean, I could undercharge this. It'll probably still KO. But yeah. GG's. That was pretty sweet. That was very sweet. I had a lot of fun with that one. I was like, should I just wild charge it or let me Brick Break for the disrespect? You gotta Brick Break for the disrespect. We got a third matchup and it's legend on legend action. I'm absolutely terrified right now. So we got Lickitung on freaking Raichu, and I'm like questioning, I'm like scratching my head. I'm like, what? Did we have a matchup like this before? I'm like, yes, I do. Except King of Charm is going to do something very unorthodox. Well, not very unorthodox, but like, why am I seeing so many freaking Lickitungs in the lead? Because we lose this lead pretty freaking hard. My best bet is to gather up 2 wild charges, attempt to double wild charge, and then maybe they'll just let it go. The keyword is maybe, or I'm going to get flexed on, like here. And I'm like, this is freaking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You know, like AJ Styles. If you watch... AJ Styles is one of my favorite wrestlers of like all freaking time. Like AJ Styles is a legend, like the phenomenal one. If you watch WWE or you watch TNA or ROH, you know what King of Charm is talking about. And yes, he's talking about pro wrestling. The Styles Clash is such, oh my gosh, I love AJ Styles. Such a great freaking wrestler. And but speaking of wrestling, we're wrestling a freaking Trevenant right now. We are going to Shadow Claw down and have all this energy for our opponent. Well, yeah, we're gonna have, well, yeah, the Lickitung is gonna come out, and I'm kind of like scratching my head because I'm like, I'm a little scared here because I'm like, this thing still has a really sizable amount of HP, as you see here. And then I'm like, it's gonna live this. And then I'm gonna have to eat a Body Slam or a Power Whip. If it's a Power Whip, I'm gonna let it through. But thankfully, we're able to get to another foul play. So, if they shield this, it's likely they don't like Sableye for whatever's in the back. So I'm like, there's cons. And they do shield. That was a visual glitch, by the way. Because, you know, Go Bat League is perfect. You know, it's like such a... It's so goated. So goated. Absolutely freaking goated. Greatest game ever. Power Whip goes through. This is perfectly fine. And they undercharge it. And I'm like, oh. I see. That is impressive. I like it. Except it kind of sucks for me. So, I'm going to send in Frostless. And my idea here is to have Frostless with a bazillion energy. We're literally going to farm down this whole freaking... We're gonna farm that on Lickitung. The play here is shield and then have a bazillion energy for whatever's in the back because we're straight up gonna nuke you. We're going to take in all the power in the world, and then I'm gonna have Frostless have this blizzard. Well, it's not blizzard, it's avalanche, but we're gonna gain 420 energy right here, and then blast the 69 power of damage to the back row. This body slam goes off, and we do get a Frostless. So I should be able to just double Shadow Ball here, and then this is with all the energy we have consumed. They have to shield this one, and then all that's gonna happen is there's no way in hell they're gonna get to another one or even an avalanche, and we're going to be able to ball out, literally ball out, ball in so hard that these legends are gonna find me. Well, you don't want legends to fall. I don't care if you're a legend or not, I'll still beat you, but yeah, it's okay. I get beat all the time too. And then we're gonna send in the wild charge, and King of Charmander is going to flex here. I am not going to do no bubbles, no bubs. No bubs. I probably could have disrespected break this thing's face, but you know what? It's GG's. And that was pretty freaking sweaty. Like, God. Like, what the heck, man? And for our final battle, this is where I get angry. Behold, the most hated thing in existence in Pokemon Go PvP. The thing that literally should not exist or shouldn't be able to beat Frostless in the one shield. And we get a Sableye into a... Yeah, this is bad. This is terrible. This is terrible. We get Sableye and a Frostless, and the game plan here is to break both shields, and hopefully we can make something happen, because we're in a lot of danger. Because we do lose the lead against Shadow Victreebel, and the thing about it is that it's gonna live freaking both my Brick Break and the Wild Charge won't do heavy damage. So I'm a little scared right now. Not only that, this freaking Sableye is gonna come out with a bazillion energy, because what's gonna happen here is that they don't have to shield this one, but they're probably going to shield this, and then they're gonna have a bunch of energy, like a good energy advantage against my own Sableye. Yeah, we took down the shields. However, what I'm hoping is going to happen is that I can kind of like, because you know I told you King of Charmander is like Bruce Lee, absolute zen. I don't count. Well, I count, but I don't count that hard. So we're gonna have to finesse. We're gonna have to finesse pretty hard here. I'm gonna eat this foul play, so I'm gonna use this as a sponge, and then I'm gonna switch out. So as you see here, we're going to sponge, and then we fire. We're going to fire the wild charge here. I want to save Sableye for what's in the back because of the fact that Cantonian Raichu with the Santa hat, by the way. You got to have that holiday spirit. Spirit fingers or spirit charge. Yeah. And then we're going to switch into our own Sableye and pray to God that we beat the back row. We do. Let's go. Oh, this is the only way in how we were gonna win. So basically what's gonna happen here is I should be able to get to 2 foul plays, and that's GG's. 1 foul play will KO that Shadow Victreebel on the back, and I'm so happy. I'm like, let's go. This is what you get. This is what you get. All of my anger. Take my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow. And if you know that anime, we can be friends, because G Gundam is one of my favorite Gundam series of all times, and I'm a huge Gundam fan. Now, we can argue about, like, how Gundam Seed Destiny wasn't that great, but, you know, Gundam Seed Destiny was pretty great, even though they recycled the battle scenes, but y'all don't need to know about that. This foul play should kill, and we should just have to Shadow Claw down for the victory, and that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Cantonian Raichu goes 5-0 in the freaking Holiday Cup, and absolutely wipes out and eviscerates Shadow Victreebel. Let's freaking go, and that's GG's. And now for when the 5-0 pops up, I literally got confused, because I was like, oh, I got a 5-0? What? And then I just, like, as soon as I noticed it, I was like, wait, what? What? Huh? Okay, cool. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles, but I 5-0'd with a Santa Hat Raichu. Let's freaking go, baby. I was so confused. I was like, what? This is so cool. This is awesome. And that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Merry Christmas. And New Year's is, like, next week. I got, like, a 2-day wrestling tournament I have to coach, so that's going to be pretty exciting. I took 4th in their senior high school, but dang, it's like an 8-man bracket, and it's like, or, like, you'll wrestle up to 8 times if you're, like, undefeated. I was undefeated for, like, 6. And I lost the last 2 matches by 1 point. I still remember that because I was like, 1 point. No, assert your... Damn, it still makes me mad. Anyways, besides that, have a Merry Christmas. I hope you got all the presents you want, all the shundos, all the PvP mods you desire, and you and your Pogo fam is having a great day. And I'm a happy Merry Christmas. Appreciate all your love and support. And as usual, as I always say, please like and subscribe. It's totally free. You see next to these 2 Charmanders, there's a sub box right there. And you can put your mouse over it and you can easily subscribe, because the subscribe tab will easily pop up. Really appreciate my current subscribers. Thank you all for the 3K. Y'all have a Merry Christmas, and you eat plenty of food, because food is absolutely amazing. I wish you the best of luck in your Go Battle League sets, whether you do them or not, or now. Well, you can do your sets tomorrow. You got plenty of time to make it. Or you can do them while you're bored. I finished all my sets, and I did this set just because I'm waiting for, like I said, I'm waiting for my family, like, freaking Can y'all wake up? Like, I wake up at 5 a.m. Like, my circadian rhythm is like 10 to 6. I wake up at like 5. I woke up at like 5:30 today. But however time you woke up, again, good luck on Go Battle League sets, and I will see you all on the next video. Merry Christmas.